Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are heading towards a kayak tournament. This is actually the first kayak tournament that I have fished since the Knucklehead Championship in October. And we're getting back on our little local trail here. We always have a ton of fun fishing with these guys during the year. And unfortunately, we had to miss the first one because I was out of town. But now we're back fishing one of my favorite lakes around here. It is a beautiful fall day here in East Tennessee. You just can't ask for much more than just going out here and having some fun fishing a little tournament. But we're getting a little bit of a late start. It is currently 7 o'clock. Actually, lines in is right now. And I'll be honest, I pulled the most old man thing this morning ever. I rolled over when my alarm went off and thought, I really don't want to get up and I really don't want to go fumble around in the dark with this kayak. I'm just going to wait till like 6:30 and then get up. And so I got up about 6:30. We just left the house about 7. We're going to get to the lake about 7:30. Probably get fishing about 8. And we're just going to go out here. We're going to have fun. Zero expectations, zero pressure. And that's kind of what's fun about the local deal. You know, is it's a cheap entry fee, not a ton of pressure. You're just going out here to have fun anyway. And that's exactly what I want to do in today's video, is go out here and show you guys, number one, you can still fish tournaments while still being lazy and still not putting a ton of pressure on yourself, because it's just 40 bucks. It's not that big a deal. It's just a fun tournament. And that's exactly what we're going to do today. We're going to have a fun tournament, a good time, catch some fish, because they definitely are biting. And yeah, without further ado, let's send it. Let's see what happens. And hell, who knows? We may actually go out here and do something good. Also, Chick-fil-A around here doesn't open until 7 o'clock. So that's another reason that we're running late.
But where we're at?
Look who it is, everybody.
Hey, hi guys.
He's late, I'm late.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
And we are moving. Let's go try to catch some fish. I don't even know if that'll keep. Alright guys, well, there's the first one of the day. Little 12 1/4. Tiny, but it's a fish. Alright guys, well, there's fish number one. We literally just got out here on the bank and yeah, caught that one. So little 12 1/4. That's about normal what I was catching yesterday. I caught, I think you guys, well, if you watched that video, I did a video where I came out here and with a fishing mission. The fishing mission was determine whether I wanted to fish this tournament or not, and also to do a little pre-fishing for a trip I've got to do with a guy who won a trip with me from a raffle for a pediatric cancer foundation I work with. But we came out here and we caught a bunch on the crank and then upgraded a few times on the jig, and so that's my plan for today. We started with the Blaze Money Badger. No surprise, it's that time of year, and so I'm gonna throw it. But yeah, Blaze Money Badger 6.25. I've said it 1,000 times and you guys still ask what it is, but there it is. The crankbait that I think I single-handedly made famous. But yeah, so that's what we're going to start with. That's what we're going to fish with. We're going to fish all the way up this bank, turn around, come all the way back, and then pick up a jig, and then we're going to go to another bank, and we're going to fish all the way up that bank, fish all the way back, and pick up a jig. And that's the plan, just to keep doing that over and over and over again. And have fun today. Just have a relaxing day of fishing, and the only thing we got to do is measure our best 3. So yeah, glad you guys clicked on this video. I really am. It's a beautiful morning. It's a great day to be alive. I love this. Like, I really do. Like, I don't know. I think sometimes you guys think I'm faking it, but I really am not. Like, I legitimately love to get up in the morning and go fishing, and this is it's kind of fun to me. So yeah. Anyway, let's get after it. Not big. All right, there's number 2, a little 13 1/4. Again on the Money Badger. Thanks, bud. It's number 2, and we've been out here for literally, I think we got on the water. I'm not sure what time we got on the water. It wasn't super early though. It's only 8:25. So hey, that's good. Nice. Just gotta go get number 3 now. Well, there's number 3. Okay. There's our limit, guys. It's a little limit, but it's a limit. Thanks, bud. Alright, so now it's time to start upgrading. We got the biggest task out of the way, which is our limit. And now we start upgrading, which is alright with me. Heck yeah, I'm excited. Listen. Amazing what you can do in a broke kayak. Fishing in a broke kayak, that's not too bad. But yeah, there we go. Heck yeah. That's a little bit better. Yeah. Oh, that's alright. Little. Pretty. Good Lord, that fish is gorgeous. This needs your big brother to eat. Oh, Lord have mercy, that fish. God, look how pretty that fish is, guys. Almost bronze. Golly. I can't get over how pretty that fish is. Go get big, bud. Alright guys, well it is currently 8:53. So we've been out here about an hour, I think. I think we got on the water about 8. I don't know. We got here about 7:30-ish. A little bit after that, talked to Jacob for a minute. So we probably got on the water about 8. But we have got our limit. We lost that smallmouth, which I don't think he was much bigger than what we've already been catching. So that's alright. But these fish are biting pretty good. A lot of little ones, which makes me happy though, because that means this crank and bite down here this year is probably going to be really, really good, because they come in phases. It is the strangest thing. Like, you fish and you fish and you fish, and you catch the little ones, you catch the little ones, you catch the little ones, and then something happens, and the freaking 3 and 4 pounders start showing up. And when that starts happening, it gets super fun, because you can come down through these banks and you can get 15-20 bites on each bank, and every single one of them is a decent fish, which I always find fun. But yeah, we're getting the bites. We've almost made it to the end of this bank. We're just going to turn around and fish right back up this bank once we get done with it, because that's one thing too. You can go up and down these banks and get bites, multiple bites going up and down each bank. And so we're going to make sure and go back down this one. But yeah, guys, it's a beautiful morning. It is just gorgeous. Like, it was chilly this morning, but the sun's starting to come out. The sun hits you. I love it this time of year. I used to do it in the deer woods too, and do it on the boat, but it's like, you know, you're in the shade, and then all of a sudden that sun peeks up over and hits you for the first time, and it is just like, it is a warm, like, I cannot describe. It is, it's like somebody took a warm blanket out of the dryer and wrapped it around you. It's awesome. It's one of my favorite things to experience in the outdoors. But yeah, we'll stay after it. Gonna keep catching fish and keep having fun. Oh, he got it. I think that's a damn upgrade. I didn't even think he had it. These fish, golly, they stink. They smell like piss. That's crazy. I never, like, normally you don't smell that unless you're up north. Weird. Alright guys, a little 1-inch upgrade there. It's a 13-incher. I think, right, we got a 12 and something. So that's a little bit of an upgrade. Alright guys, there's another upgrade. A 14 1/4 there. We're chipping away at it. Gotta keep on chipping. Well guys, they have turned the current on this lake because the water is moving. I just looked at the app a few minutes ago to see if they had turned it on or not, and it doesn't say that they have, but sometimes they'll turn that thing on and not put it on the app. But the current is moving, and that is going to help us huge today because the wind is not blowing like it was yesterday, and so the wind isn't going to position these fish, but this current absolutely will. And so what that means is they've just turned on the dam. You know, they're pulling water through the dam in order to generate power, and when they do that, it obviously causes the water to move. And this lake in particular, among many here in East Tennessee, being very riverine, is totally dependent on that river current, and often these fish are totally dependent on that river current, and they eat when the current starts moving. And so the current has started moving, and that may be why these fish are eating the way that they are, even though the wind is not blowing like it was yesterday, because that was a worry of mine, kind of looking at the weather today. High bluebird, no wind, where yesterday the front was moving in and it was cloudy, crappy, just that gray looking look outside. Something, you know, look like vampires would live there or something. Those are one of my favorite days to be out on lakes like this, because this lake is clear. But they'll eat on days like today as long as there's some water movement. And there's some water movement, and we're catching some fish. No big ones, but like I said, if I can continue to get bites, and I can get a lot of bites, I always have the philosophy that eventually one of them will end up being a good one. But my optimism gauge is like staying at 100 this morning. It really is. I mean, I'm fishing like, not that I don't always fish free, but I'm just fishing like extra free this morning because I just don't really give a crap. Like, I'm here to have fun, and I'm having a ton of fun. And so, yeah, we're going to stay after it. We're going to keep fishing. See if we can upgrade again. But we need a big upgrade now. We need, like, I want to start catching like those 15s and 16s. And then I would love to run into like a 20. So maybe we can do that. Oh, it's a pretty express. But yeah, we'll see what happens. There it is. Yep. Let's get you down to the bottom, guy. All right, guys, 15 3/4 inch smallmouth there, absolutely gorgeous. It's another upgrade. I ain't mad at it. Well, boys and girls, it is currently 9:46, and we have 43 1/4 inches. Now, I don't think that that's going to last, and I don't think that that's going to win it, but I looked at the standings and we're currently sitting in first place, but there's a lot of people who haven't submitted fish yet. So we got to keep fishing. We got to upgrade. I really believe that if I can get a couple 15s and then a fish in like that 17 to 18 inch range, that we're going to be doing really, really well. I don't know if it'll win, but I think we'll be doing really, really well. So we're buzzing back down here through here right now. I'm going to let this bank rest. There really isn't going to be sun on this bank all day long. We've got into the point in the year where the sun's so low in the sky that it keeps sun off of this bank, which keeps these fish up here and keeps them in. It's why it's one of my favorite banks. And then plus you get that current that pushes in here as well. But we're going to run down here. I'm going to throw the jig for a few minutes, because yesterday when we came out here, we were able to catch, I think we ended up getting 3 like near 15s or over 15s on the jig. And so we're going to see if we can upgrade some of these fish. But I'm having fun, ladies and gentlemen. It's my kind of fishing. I love a just good old grinder. I mean, that's kind of like what's funny about me is there's a lot of people, I love catching big fish, don't get me wrong, and I love having, you know, the potential of catching a 25, 30 pound bag. I mean, it's fun and special every time you do it, but I find a lot of satisfaction in just a good old-fashioned grinder where I grind out every single bite, and I can do it with something like a crankbait. So, yeah, that's where we're at, though. We're about an hour into this thing, maybe a little bit more than an hour, and well over an hour. So about 2 hours into this thing, and gotta keep going. All right, guys, we're gonna pick up the little jig for a minute. It's a little bitty. It's like a micro finesse football jig. I've been getting a lot of bites on it. God, the wind's blowing good too in here. This bank over here can crank really, really well. So we got quite a bit we can do. This back bank can crank really, really well as well. So we got quite a bit we can do. We just need to keep banging around on them. There's an upgrade. There, guys, little 14 1/4 is another upgrade. Okay, guys, well, we have fished our way entirely up this bank with the jig, upgraded one time, which is good. I mean, it's a fish that we didn't have before, and we wouldn't have got it if we didn't come down here and fish it. I think we're going to go back up here, get on the bank that we had success on this morning, go back up it because the wind has picked up, and then once we get down there, we may run back down and go across the river channel because there's another bank that the wind is actually blowing on right now that should be cranking pretty good. And I've caught some cranking fish on it. That bank is one of those banks you don't get many bites, but it seems like when you get a bite, it's that better than average one. So that might be a great place to upgrade. But current time is 10:30. We fish until 3:30 today. I'll have to check the app here in a minute, but sometime around there. And so yeah, I mean, we're doing pretty good. I don't know where we're sitting. Let's look at standings and find out. Probably sucking it up, to be honest with you, but it's fine. The thing is I don't trust any. Well, we're sitting in first still, but I don't trust any of these guys because they'll sandbag the hell out of you. So yep, we will see. Okay, guys, I've got two dudes in a boat in front of me here. Jacob's fished through here. There's another guy that fishes with us, fished through here. I've already fished through there, so I think I'm gonna buzz across the lake here and go to this bank that I said I was going to earlier. I think that just go get some fresh water, some clean water. Water's not been fished yet. I think that's what we need to be doing. I think it's gonna be best option for probably getting a bite. We got 44 1/4 inches, I think, or 44 1/2, something like that. So we need a big one. I mean, I'm kind of right where I want to be. I just need that 18, 19, 20 inch fish. Now, whether that's going to be caught today or not by me, I have no idea. I mean, it's tough. It's tough to say the least. As far as big fish, there's a lot of fish that are biting, but the big fish they're just not. They're not participating yet, but it's coming. It's just like it's gonna probably be about 2 more weeks, and the big ones will start showing up. But we're catching some fish. We're having some fun. Hopefully this guy sees me in this boat. I don't know what this guy's doing. Go behind me here, bud. What are we doing? That idiot that came out of the pocket a few minutes ago that freaking doesn't know how to drive. But anyway, so yeah. We're gonna cover some water. Bank real quick. Alright guys, it's a 14. I don't think that's an upgrade. I think a 14 is my smallest fish. So there you go, 14 incher. So that was a 14 incher. I don't know if that helped or not. It may, we'll check it here in just a second once it uploads in. But there we go, that was a 15 incher. Let's go to the standings. I'm probably in third. No, so that didn't help us at all. We're still at 40. Yeah, because my biggest one is 14 or my smallest one is 14 and a quarter. I have two 14 and a quarter. So I need another 14 and a half, 14.75, something bigger than that is what I need. So stay after it. Oh, come on. Golly, there was like 4 followed that thing out. That's interesting. There was like 4 or 5 of that. None of them were big, but that was 4 or 5 of them right there all together. It's interesting. That's what happens though. That's the freaking weirdest thing about this time of year. They group up like that. And when I say they group up, it's not like they'll group up in those groups like that, those wolf packs, but like they'll group up in an area. And so like if you get a bite right here, you know, like this next like 50 to 60 yards right here is probably going to be productive, and we're probably going to get another bite. And the thing is you can fish miles of the same looking shit and you just hit a 50-yard stretch and they start eating. But yeah, that was a bunch. They were all the same size though. Little dudes. Yeah. That fish pretty. That'll help. Over 14 and a quarter. I don't think I fished it with 14. Yeah. Alright. Whew. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is currently 12:15. Tournament is over at 3 o'clock. Lines out is at 3 o'clock. So we've got a little under 2 hours, 2 hours and 45 minutes to be exact, until this thing is done. I fished up that entire bank that I wanted to fish up and caught, what, 2-3 fish, no upgrades. And so we're jetting over to this other bank that I've had success on just to see. This one's actually in the shade. It has the wind blowing into it, and so it's got more factors than these banks did in actually probably holding fish. It's also an outside bank. Again, just one of those things that outside river channel, the way that current moves on it, tends to help these fish bite as well. So we're gonna buzz over here. We're gonna see what we can get done. But right now, I think we're sitting in second, still with 44 1/4. I'm actually in a tie for first with a guy, but he has one fish bigger than mine. He's got a 17 1/4, and I have a 16 3/4. But we both add up to 44 1/4. And so we need another upgrade, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we need. We need some 15s and 16s and 17s, which we can run into them at any time. It's just about staying after it. Put our head down, keep fishing, see what we can get done. Yeah. Man, I don't know if that's an upgrade or not. It might be. It might be. That fish knocked the piss out of it. Lord have mercy. Nope. Golly. Alright, no upgrade. Little 13 1/4 fish absolutely crushed the piss out of it like he was a 5. But it was 13 1/4. Oh man, come on, fish. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, all right, guys. Well, we got one bite on that bank, and it ended up not being a cull. That fish absolutely dog stomped the absolute crap out of that crankbait. So that happened, but yeah. I don't know what to think, boys and girls. Just can't seem to find that big bite. Looked at standings a few minutes ago. I'm in, I think, 4th or 5th place now. 6th place king of the world. Here I am. That's what I'm telling you. I have a knack for it like nobody else does. But not that far out of first. I mean, literally one good fish. You know, one 18, 19-inch fish away from popping right back up into first. But those big ones just don't seem to be eating today. I don't know. At least not for me. I mean, we've got a lot of bites. We've caught a lot of fish. But those bigger than average fish are just not showing up. But yeah, it's not there yet. It's not completely there yet. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is let's see here, at 2. It's 1:30. Not got a bite in a hot minute. We're gonna put the money badger back in our hands and fish up the bank that we started on this morning. See if we can pick up any fish on that thing, and then probably by that time it'll be about time for lines out. Lines out at 3 o'clock. So we will see, ladies and gentlemen. We will see. Worked hard today for him. Tell you that much. Fun. But worked hard. Think you wanted it. There we go. Small upgrade. There you go, guys. A little 1/4 inch upgrade. I have no idea where that puts me, so here we go. Upgrade in a hot minute. That was a 14 3/4, so that would break my tie with well, I was in 4th place last time I looked, and that would break my tie with the guy that I was in a tie with. So maybe I'm in 3rd again. I don't know. We're just gonna have to fish down through here. We're gonna have to see. I guess we're going to check in to find out what happened. Lord of mercy, what a tubbling. Golly, that's a healthy looking fish. Got no length to it, but it's a healthy looking fish. That's pretty. Golly, what a beautiful fish. Heck yeah. Alright guys, we got about 20 more minutes until lines out. Actually 19 minutes until lines out. So we're buzzing over here to this one last bank. This is a bank that I've not fished today. There's a little bit of wind blowing on it. I want to fish down through here and just see if we can upgrade one more time. We ended up upgrading, I think it was a 1/4 inch, maybe 1/2 inch. And so I have no idea where that puts us because they've turned the standings off. And so that's where we're at right now. We're going to have to see what happens. We're going to have to go to check in. Hopefully we can upgrade within the next few minutes here. A little bit of last minute heroics and maybe put a big old fish into the boat. But I just want to go fish something I've not fished yet, and I've not fished this set of bank yet. I'm not watching anybody fish it. And again, set of bank that I've caught fish on before in the past. So why not go give it a try and just see what happens. Okay. I gotta get a picture of this fish. I don't know if it's long enough, but I gotta get it undone and get a picture of it. Because if it's long enough, which it looks like it is. It will be a little bit longer. Be a little bit longer. Be a little bit longer. I don't think it is, but let's get her undone real quick and find out. I don't think that fish is longer than 14 something. No. Oh, yeah, we're done. I ain't gonna be able to get this unjawed in a minute and get a cast out, but we're done. Ah, boys and girls, I'll tell you what. We gave it hell today, and we had a freaking bunch of fun. Maybe we can make one more cast here. I'll make one more cast, maybe. If we can get everything unjawed here. Nope. We're done. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, we gave it hell today. We really did. Fished all the way down to the last second. Caught fish all the way down to the last second. We gave ourselves all the chances that we needed. We just could not tie in to the bigger than average fish, but that's okay. I don't know where, I mean, I say all this and I really don't know how we did, to be honest with you, because last time I looked, I was in 4th, tied for 3rd by just under 1/4 of an inch, and I ended up upgrading about a 1/2 inch, I think is what it ended up being. I don't know how to do math right off the top of my head when I'm talking to you guys like that, but I think we upgraded about a 1/2 inch. So, and that means we might be sitting in 3rd. I don't know. So we'll just have to go to check in, see if anybody was sandbagging, and see how we did. See you guys when we get there. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, I'm not driving my truck. Neither are we in my truck anymore, and neither are we at the lake. We went to the check-in. I think I got 6th place. 6th place king of the world. Here I am. I'm just start calling me 6th place. Start calling me 6, because I mean that's what I do in all these tournaments. Congratulations to Luke again. I told him, I said next time I'll just PayPal him the money, because it's easier than trying to just beat him, because I think he's unbeatable at this point. No, I take that back. Any giant can be slain, and I will be the one to slay him. But anyway, yeah. We're done for today, guys. Today was a fun day out on the water, to say the least. We caught some fish. We had some fun. It was a beautiful day. Great day to be alive, and a great day to go fishing. And as always, you guys are sweet. Thank you for watching.